Pops Peters getting ready. He's on an absolute tear this season. And the batter now, Pops Peters. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. Bases loaded, nobody out. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Swing, and he popped it up. Base hit, 1 run is in. Here comes the throw. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 2-0.
Well, he had the opportunity to drive in some runs, and he comes through to break the tie. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher.
Double steal on the ground. They get one. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. It's 3-0. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Birdsong back to work. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Puts it away for the out. First and second, 2 down. Peters with a homer in his last game. In the air out towards right center. Lee sizes this one up. Makes the grab, and that is that. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Now at the plate, Pavin Smith. And they put the tag on him for the out. Back here at Oracle Park, digging in, Pops Peters. That one is absolutely belted. Lee, a long run for this one, and it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In comes the run from second, and they've got the lead in extra innings. In there, he's safe.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch, wasn't even much to think about.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And now Micah Pries. Caught him looking for the K. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double.
To third. There's one. Over to first, safe.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Peters was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a
Pops Peters getting ready. He's on an. Next is the speedy first baseman, Pops Peters. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder. Puts it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
Ripped to short. Slings it across, and that'll do it. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
Ripped on the ground to second. The throw to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. Here's Elliot Ramos. Right side, hard hit. Steps on first for the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Hey, nice rip.
Liner, base hit. One gone, runner at first. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 1-1 now. Runner on the move. Swings here and blasts one left field. Ramos raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner at first with two away. Now a chance for Gabriel Moreno. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And it falls. And now two aboard. Goes to third. In there. And now they've got runners at the corners. And next is the designated hitter, Jordan Lawler.
I got 3-0.
Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. Peters on third. Moreno on at second with two down. That catches the corner.
Base knock here really gives them an opportunity to take control of this ball game. You don't want that other team to think they have a shot, and a knock here would be a big blow.
And they're all loaded up.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end up winning this ball game, they're going to look back at this opportunity right here and have some regret.
This one lifted in the air, left field. And that's the third out. So they get out of the first and second, two outs. Peters now at the plate. So here's the guy that is, I think, right now the favorite to win the National League MVP. Swing and a ball up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. The throw in. Safe at the plate. It's 7-4.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
First and second, two down. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And he lays down a bunt. Chapman tosses to first, and the inning is over. Two men left. Peters did okay for them in this one.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but
Pops Peters ready to put on a show. Playing Pops Peters now at the plate. He set a new career high in home runs this year, and Singy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. That smash towards center. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Lead runner around second. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Center fielders in today's game are so talented and so athletic. So when you blast one to deep center and get it to drop in, you know you really put a great swing on it. And that was nicely done for extra bases.
Nice grab. Fires to first. Caught in a rundown now. There's one. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Singer back to work. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. And they add to the lead. It's 3-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
On the ground to third. Hayes to first, and that is that. Nothing doing. So 2 away with nobody on. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Ji-hwan Bae. The wide to kick the pitch. In the air, right side of the infield. Marte.
You got it.
But the first baseman gets there instead. And that Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First pitch misses. And it's fouled away. 1 out, base is empty. That's outside, and a count 2-1. That one is absolutely belted. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 4-1. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Austin Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. And no one can get there. Gonzalez rounds second, heads for third. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only 1 out.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure.
Peters had a great showing in the win. Had 3 hits, 2 of them homers.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he
Pops Peters, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. So runner at second, 2 down. Peters will hit next. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Del Castillo headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Round second, digging for third. Oh, he botches it.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hayes makes the play, and that'll do it. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the DH, Pops Peters. Skeens back to work. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Skeens with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. On a line out towards center. 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hayes sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 on, 1 out. Peters getting ready to hit. Gold opportunity right here. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw is high and over his head. Say first as they can't make the play. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Here's the pitch, runner on the go. Swing and a ground ball. They get 1. Now they get the runner and a rundown. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Peters played well, but couldn't lift the team to a win. Pops Peters, the league leader in wins. And we're back. Pitching in our game today, Pops Peters. Safe to say, he's pretty stingy, Chris.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
0-2 now as he swings through it. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Nick Gonzalez now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Popped up. Del Castillo makes the catch, and there's 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. And now O'Neal Cruz. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, as a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later in the at-bat.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And now the DH, Pops Peters. Jones back to work. There's a swing and a drive. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay, he's in there.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
One ball.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Tapped up the first base side. Horowitz there for the out. Runner scores from third.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Spencer Horowitz, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1. Swings through that one for strike 2. struck him out looking.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Joey Bart now. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
Close, but call the ball. And that's ball 1.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight quietly, and it remains 1-0. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one missed. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Got him swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Really nice execution of the cut fastball right there. Similar to how you might throw a 2-strike slider, start it middle away, let it break and take over that outside corner of the plate. But sometimes with a cutter, you just don't know how much it'll move. I think he's good, and I think he was also a little lucky right there.
1 out, base is empty. He goes down looking.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Liover Peguero at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2. Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. In the air, left field. Sawinski pulls it down, and there's 1 down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Bay in his 3rd season, 26 years old, and he's a native of South Korea. A little out front there as he swings through it.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound to pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to swing and miss.
Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. There's a strike.
1 ball. 1 strike.
That pitch in for a strike. And the count 1-2. The Pirates yet to pick up a hit here. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2.
Good job to fight that one off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the 4th time today. So Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. Peters back to work. Fastball for a strike at 95.
You know, these Pirates, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Brian Reynolds here. Swing and a miss as he was late.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
The Pirates trailing by 2, last half of inning number 5. Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. 13 strikeouts now, putting together an impressive outing. This is Joey Bart. His first at bat was a strikeout. Up and in, 1-0. And that drops in for a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 5th time. Pirates. They trail things here. 2 outs, base is empty.
Yeah, you got that.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Two outs, runner at first. Now up next for Arizona, Lourdes. Pickoff throw. Peters dives back in safely. Runner takes off. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they pick up a... Back here at PNC Park, bottom of the inning, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Suwinski. And that one hit to first. He steps on the bag, and a quick out, number 1.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
York at the plate and takes high there. The Pirates still looking for their first hit in this one. Right through there for a strike.
Boog, one really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Figueroa swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. That's inside.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So he's perfect through 6. It's the Diamondbacks 3, and the Pirates set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the DH, Ji-Hwan Bae. The Pirates in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Fought off foul.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
That's the ball.
In there at the knees for a strike. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Gonzalez in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. The Diamondbacks leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick out of the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Cruz in the box again, takes a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time. Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They trail it here 3-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, John Curtis.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he's come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That one the other way. A sliding stop. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Peters with an excellent pitching performance for them and hit pretty well, too.
And the pitching is what.
Pops Peters ready to put on a show. First and second, no outs. Peters will hit next. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Well driven, deep center field, on its way, home run! He'll take a trot around the bases. And now they're out front. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Lucchesi back to work. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Runner takes off. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. Back here at Chase Field, well, we go bottom 6. And now Pops Peters. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 6-0.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
One down. Pops Peters, the next to hit. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. Base hit. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Peters, the base runner at first with one out.
Runner
To first, and they've got him picked off. Now they've got him in a rundown. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. Peters was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. 4 hits, 2 of them leaving the yard.
Well, they may want to change.
Pops Peters, fresh off an impressive 2. So 2 down. Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. That one felt good. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And he takes it himself for the out. Runner at second, 2 down. Peters working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Gone! That ball was crushed. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
And here is Matt Chapman. Now a slow roller to second. Tags the runner for 1. Over to first, double play. 1 gone, runner at first. Tyler Fitzgerald now at the plate. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second, that's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Make it. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Pops Peters. And the pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Rodriguez, in his third season, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. And he grounds one to the right side. He steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh. Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Peters getting ready to hit. So here's the guy that is, I think, right now the favorite to win the National League MVP. Oh, this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. And he's gone yard again. And the Diamondbacks get a walk-off win, 6-5.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
Peters had a sensational day, capped by the walk-off. Smashed 3 homers at the plate.
This is the kind of game he'll never forget. He was a force.
6-5 the final. Pops Peters delivered some walk-off home run magic last game. Came through in the biggest. All right, ready to get underway. And now the right fielder, Jeffrey Ouellette. On the ground to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. One up, one down. Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name. Of course, he's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. He's proved his tremendous talent by taking the two-way role this far.
Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP, everything he's doing.
Runner takes off to third. Sends it across to first. And 2 away now. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Back here in the desert, and here's the first baseman, Pops Peters.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
And a swing and a miss.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Lee puts it away for the out. 1 away. Here's Elliot Ramos. Bunting for a hit. Peters takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Perhaps he rushed just a little bit, didn't set the angle as the infield was back right there, and that's pretty much a gimme for a bunt base hit. Just didn't quite put it where he wanted to right there.
Peters. 2 down. Hey, by the way, Chris.
Yes, John.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now, here is Pops Peters. And there's a foul ball. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he's squared up.
There goes the runner. Squirts away a little bit, and there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. That one the other way. Base hit into the outfield. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and it's a one-run game. Peters kept the hitting streak alive.
Well, Boogie, it was a strong individual day for him, even if they couldn't quite get the win.
Pops Peters currently on a 10-game hitting streak. Can he? First and second, no outs. Peters digs in now. Liner caught at second. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. One out, base is empty.
Designated hitter, Peters.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Lee makes the grab, and there's two down. Rodriguez, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Swings through that one for strike two.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a pop-up. Rodriguez pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's two away. So two on with two away. Next is the DH, a switch hitter. Pops Peters. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat, as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Kicks and fires. There's a swing and a drive. One run across, and that one is off the wall. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't, and this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row.
Runner breaks for third. Hit to the left side, and this is good. Throw to first, ball game. And the Giants take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series. Peters strung that hitting streak out for another game. All right, just about set to go. And today's starter, Pops Peters. Singy, he can pick up his 20th win of the season in this one.
As simple as it sounds, it's not that simple, but he's got to just look at it as another start. Go out there, throw whatever the catcher puts down, and just go to work.
Brenton Doyle, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Will Wagner at the plate now. That's ball 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Hunter Goodman in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. 2 outs, base is empty. That just misses, and that is ball 1. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. End of a half inning of play. No score. Top of the second. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Sam Hilliard. That catches the corner. Hilliard launched a homer in his most recent game. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Ryan McMahon's to the plate. Swings through that. McMahon working through some struggles lately. Slow curveball drops in for a strike.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Swing at a ground ball. Whips it to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit for the Rockies, Ezequiel Tovar. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Here's Orlando Arcia. Pitches in there, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation,
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. So it's no run. Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
And he handles it himself for the out. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Peters back to work. And ball 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And a swing and a miss there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Next for Colorado, Jacob Berry.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And that's a little bit high. 1-0. Strike on the inside corner. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and no swing, says Joe McDonald. out and missed, struck him out, and he's up to 7 strikeouts. So the batting order turns over. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. That one in there across the letters.
Here.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Marte throws to first in time. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. That one missing inside. Wagner goes 5 feet 11 inches, 27 years old, usually second baseman, but today he's starting at first. Slings it across, 1 up, 1 down.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Goodman, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Got the bat going too soon at strike 2.
Well, not too big of an adjustment. He's been on the same side of the field as the first baseman. Now just kind of moving over there and gets an opportunity to see what his range is to his right. Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
So now 1-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss. That's his 9th strikeout so far. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They're still down. It's 2-0. Runner at first.
Designated hitter, Peters.
On the ground a second, might be 2. There's 1, and that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
All these Rockies just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Ezequiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
The Rockies yet to pick up a hit here. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's even up. He goes down looking. Here's Colorado's DH, Orlando Arcia.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
In there at the knees. 1 and 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The D-backs up by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that's smooth a swing. It's a strikeout. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. It's the Diamondbacks. Back here in the desert, Thairo Estrada to the plate. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Berry in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. The Rockies trailing by 2, and we're at the top half of the 6th. And that is in for a strike. And it's 1-1.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with strikes.
0-2.
Good job to fight that one off.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Got him looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 4th time today. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, A.J. Puk.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see he's got here.
Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Peters with his 20th win of the season, and there's still plenty of games left to play.
Yeah, I want to see how far he can take.
Pops Peters ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a... And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 2nd. And now Pops Peters. Canning back to work. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Gone! That ball was crushed. He sends it out of here. Another one in his incredible season. It's 4-0.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you.
Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Headed down the line. And that's a foul ball. Whitley, the tall righty, 210 pounds. They got him off of waivers earlier this season. That one is absolutely belted. The one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Now around 2nd, going for 3rd. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, most guys would have a double out of that, but for elite speed like his, that's an automatic double. He's thinking, how do I turn this into a triple? And that's exactly how you do it.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 3-2. That's to 3rd. McMahon fires over to 1st. There for the out. Runner scores from 3rd. Back here at Chase Field. Now it's the DH. Pops Peters. Whitley back to work. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down. Pops Peters getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. Nice grab. Throw to 1st. Nicely done for the out. Peters was a big contributor for them in the win. Collected a couple of hits. One of them left the yard.
Well, they may want to change how they...
Pops Peters ready to go in this. Next is the speedy first baseman, Pops Peters. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Doyle should have this one. He makes the catch, and there's down. Here's Michael Toglia. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Runner at second here, one gone. Lined into right, and it gets down for a base hit. Throw cut off to second, and he's out. There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming home. Cut off. Throw to third. Oh, he botches it. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Out at the plate. He tries to steal home, and back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead.
Pops Peters with an next to hit for Arizona. Pops Peters. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-1. That one ripped. And that's going to bang against the wall. Coming home. The relay throw. The tag out. That ends the inning, but they do score a run. One run, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Back here in the desert, now Will Wagner. And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out. So the lineup flips over. Thairo Estrada to the plate. To the right side. And it stays fair.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked. But
runner on the go. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Runner on the go again. To the right side. Slinging it to first in time. Safe! In comes the run from second. It's 2-2. So runner at second, 2 down. So in now for Colorado, Ryan McMahon. Try to bunt his way on. Flips it behind his back. And he gets him. Nicely done. 2 outs, base is empty. And that one hammered back there. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat. He made him pay for that one. his 90th home run of the season. It's 3-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Peters was a real bright spot despite the loss. Put together 3 hits, one of them a home run. Pops Peters ready to go in this one. Second inning set to go. Now it's the DH, Pops Peters. Cortez back to work. High fly ball out to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a chopper out to short. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They get 2. Hot shot to third, and that is the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors. Back here in Milwaukee, and now the DH, Pops Peters. Ripped on the ground to second. Turang over to first in time. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Peters had the kind of game you'd like to avoid, which contributed to the loss. Pops Peters is getting ready. He not only brings immense talent, but also a contagious enthusiasm for the game. He'll look to put those skills on display today. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Milwaukee. Back here at American Family Field. And towing the slab, Pops Peters. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Ball.
That's to third and foul ball. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
1 out, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
2 outs, bases empty. And a foul ball.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Got him swinging. And he strikes out the side in the first. New inning getting started. And the batter now, Pops Peters. He's someone who quickly made a splash at Heaney back to work. And there's a foul ball. And he deals. That's a laser base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Gurriel.
Runner.
To first, and they've got him picked off. Peters gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Runner goes again. In the air, left field. Chourio sizes this one up, and it's caught for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way.
Step off throw to first. Oh, they got him leaning. He's out.
When there's a lefty on the mound, you've got to make sure you've got more of a one-way lead. Even leaning back to the bag when he picks up his leg, unless you're thinking you're going first move. Not sure what he was doing right there over at first.
Rhys Hoskins, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Next offering is down low. And now 2-0. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Top of the zone for a called strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone days, that's a devastating combination.
Jackson Chourio now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
1-1.
Headed towards the corner. It gets down a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And here is Joseph Ortiz. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's Kike Hernandez. A little bit high. 1-0. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And yes, he did. He went around. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Bowers over at second. Ortiz at first. 2 out of the inning. Strike three. Got him swinging. So he picks up his 6th strike.
The emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Turang at the plate for the 2nd time as he takes ball 1. And that's way high. And the count is 2-0. And a big swing and a miss.
3-1.
That's in there. 3-2 now.
We got a full count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. So 2 down now. And here is Sal Frelick. Up and in. Ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Next pitch is outside.
2-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail it. And that one hammered way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Swings through that. Contreras, 28 years old, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League.
Another 2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Next one misses, and the count is 1-2. Got him swinging.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Stays alive. And takes low for ball 1.
1-2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And his 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes outside for the third time. Down 3-0. Runner at second, 2 down. Foul ball there. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. He'll score easily. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is.
Oh, caught up in a rundown now. He was caught in between there, and they'll tag him out the base. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too?
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah, Ortiz batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. In for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes. Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. He continues to roll on the mound. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Eduardo Rodriguez.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness.
Hoskins takes it to the bag. That ends the inning. So a man at first. Pops Peters will hit next. So here's the guy that is, I think, right now favorite to win the National League MVP. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He's one step closer to 100 homers this season. It's 13-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Peters with a good enough outing on the mound and put on a hitting clinic. Quite the two-way performance.
And this isn't to minimize his pitching because he did well out there, but the way he was hitting in this one, you can see why they think of him as a key piece of the lineup.
Pops Peters with an incredible season so far. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Peters getting ready to hit. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And that one is lifted in the air. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
That one ripped right center field. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Cut off. Throw to third. Now here's an easy out with a pair of runners stranded together. Things getting a little messy on the bases. 2 outs, base is empty. And first offering is fouled off. Hudson, 28 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2015. Hit hard, base hit, and that keeps the inning alive. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind.
Runner takes off in the air, right side of the infield. Freeland makes the grab on the run. One left. Now at the plate, Pops Peters.
Designated hitter, Pops Peters.
Swing and a foul out of play. Mears, in his 6th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. Gone! That ball was crushed. His 2nd homer this series. It's 5-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Peters was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. A 3-hit performance, including Pops Peters ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model of consistency at the plate, leading the league in batting average. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Texas Rangers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Pops Peters. He's a major topic of conversation, the rare two-way player at the big league level. It's pretty early on in his major league career, but it's driving a lot of excitement around the game.
Yeah, Boog, hard to not get excited about a player with this much athleticism, this much talent. Just such a rare thing in baseball. And you know, just about every front office is watching him and dreaming of having their own guy like him in the organization.
So next to hit for Texas, Josh Smith. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. 1 out, base is empty. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
He was all over that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time.
Dunning picks over Peters. Back in on a dive. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. The pitch. Runner goes again. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Pasquantino gets under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. So the batting order turns over. Jake McCarthy will hit next. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Squirts away a little bit, and he steals third without a throw. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. In the air to left center, Langford. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. 0-1. Hit in the air, right field. And it falls. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
In the air out towards right center. And there's 1 away. Top 9, and it'll get started with a pinch hitter, Gabriel Moreno.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Peters. Pops Peters getting ready. So 2 down. Next to hit for Arizona, Pops Peters. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. 1 run across. Tag, and he's out at the plate. Then they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. 2 aboard, 2 outs. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. To the right side, Duran. They get the force. Out number 3. Back strand a pair as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Double play ball to second. Over to Seager. Throw to first, but he beat it. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. Runner on the go. On the ground to third. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw comes in too late, and they can't get the out.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Now 1 out to right. And that's the 3rd out. Back at Globe Life Field, we go to the top of the 7th, and here is Pops Peters. There's a swing and a drive. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat. He'll touch them all. He's one step closer to 100 homers this season. It's 8-6. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they're looking for when they turn to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
The underhand flip. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Now back.
New inning getting started, and now the first baseman, Pops Peters. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Langford balls it in, and there's one away.
Just pulled off.
Peters, certainly not the reason they lost this game.
No question. He was a big contributor for him here.
Pops Peters ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model. So now here's the DH, Pops Peters. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Garcia going back on this one. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat. That's one way to quiet the crowd, and they grab the lead. It's 2-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss, strike one.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And a base hit right there. And now two aboard. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is
on the ground to the left. Tags the runner for one, and no throw. He's into first easily. Peters matched a homer in his last game. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And there's two down.
Now back.
And next is the Diamondbacks DH, Pops Peters. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A two-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Seager, off balance feed, there's one, and that's two. Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a ball popped up. Young makes the grab, and that is that. Peters had a sensational showing in the win.
No question, he was a big piece of their success.
just about to get underway. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Pops Peters. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
In the air, right side of the infield. Hauls it in for the out.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Now the number 2 hitter, Mason Wynn. The D-backs could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt. And a swing and a miss.
Still a couple of months to go, Boog, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's too low. 2-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. 2 outs, bases empty. Next offering way off the plate. Got him swinging. We're midway in inning number 1. No score. All set for the start of the inning. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Swing and a miss. Peters, the reigning rookie of the year. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a sinker. And Wilson down on strikes.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Swing and a ball popped up. Prees hauls it in, 2 away.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Moreno makes the catch, and that'll do it. Redbirds down. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Peters, the next to here, is a 2-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around a game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. He's a great athlete to be able to do this kind of thing.
Peters with a homer in his last game. Out to short. Slings to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the 2nd. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Swings and misses. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. Late with the swing there.
0-1
And takes low for ball 1. Top of the 3rd, no score. And there's a ball. Fouls one off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Yoel Pozo next up for the Cardinals. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field.
I got it.
Snags it on the run, and that is that. 9 straight retired here. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Peters back to work. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Scott, in his 3rd season, 25 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The wind of the pitch. And now it's even up. Swings and misses, struck him out.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it. The Cards hitless so far in the game. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Swings and misses. 2 now. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. The run to the bottom of inning number 4 now. We're tied 0-0. To third, and it goes just foul. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. And now a chance to maybe...
Runner on the go. And ball 4, 2 aboard. First and second, 1 out. Alec Thomas now. 2 on, 1 out. Runners on the move. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Squeezes it. And there are 2 down. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. That's a strike. 0-1. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Gorman swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Late that time, and it's strike 2. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman at El Toro High School in California. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Brian De La Cruz next up for the Cardinals.
De La Cruz.
And that's in there for strike one. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
And a swing and a miss. Throw to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Halfway through this one. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2's the count.
Got him. Now it doesn't strike outs for this one.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Ouch.
Boom, that got him. Thank you, man.
So the batting order turns over. Now here is Victor Scott. Fought off foul.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, Billy, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
That's out number 3. Out innings now. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Cardinals nothing. One-run game, 1 out, 1 on.
The designated hitter, Bob
Peters with just 1 hit before making it 250 this year. There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down in the corner. Headed for the plate. Safe. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really hammered that one down into the right field corner, and clearly he wasn't just content with the double. Really got going out of the box and hustled his way to turn that into a triple.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the 2nd time he's taken ball 4.
That one blasted deep to right. Walker ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch. And that should get the job done as he tags from 3rd. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they lead by 3. Back here at Chase Field, top of inning number 7. Now the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. Peters back to work. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That just misses. Ball 2. Cut on and lifted in the air. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw in, And safe at second. He beats it.
I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
John Curtis gets the ball now.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. That's out number 2. Peters with a respectable game both at the plate and on. This one finishes with a final. Pops Peters with an incredible season so far, leading the league. Back here in the desert, stepping in, Pops Peters. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. He swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. The Diamondbacks would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Scott calls it in, and there's one away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Hung up in a rundown now. The relay, and he can't get back to first in time as the big turn costs him. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Grounded to Gorman. They take the force out. That ends the inning. And they 2 outs, runner at first. Now it's the DH, Pops Peters, 1 for 3. Swing and a ground ball. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and they come away without an out. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Here goes the runner. Out to short. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. No runs. Peters with an okay game in the win.
Not one to put on the personal highlight.
Pops Peters ready to put on a show playing. Here's Nolan Arenado. And he grounds one to the right side. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops. 1 down. Pedro Pajes digs in now. Double play ball to second. There's 1. And that's 2. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Pops Peters. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Scott flying after this one. Not there in time. It falls in the gap. Around second now, going for 3. The relay throw. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Waste no time there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Runner at third, nobody out. Alek Thomas now. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Peters, the lone runner, stands at third with nobody out. Now this is a rocket to left. He's got it. Runner tags for home. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. 1 out. Runner at second. Here's Nolan Arenado. 1-2 now. Swung on. Popped up on the infield. Peters pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. Man at first, 1 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they lead it. It's 2-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. To first, might be 2. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. 1 out, base is empty. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Gone! That ball was crushed. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 6-4. Zingy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one.
Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Scott under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Peters, certainly not the reason they lost this game. Had 3 hits, 2 of them homers. Pops Peters, fresh off an impressive 2 on 1 out. Peters getting ready to hit. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name. Of course, he's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. He's proved his tremendous talent by taking the two-way role this far. Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
That one to first. Peters. 2 away down. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Musgrove back to work. Swung on, belted. That one is back. Gone! That ball was crushed. He'll circle the bases. He's one step closer to 100 homers this season. It's 4-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
the catcher.
Runner at first with 2 away. Luis Campusano, the next to hit. Line drive, base hit, right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Bottom of the inning, and now the first baseman, Pops Peters. Peters with a couple of homers in his last game. Base knock, center field. And a good start to the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or
Runner takes pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. Runner on the go again. That's ball 4.
Well, he took his chance at getting in the chase right there, but with first base open, walked down a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
And that'll load the bases. Now up next for Arizona, Jake McCarthy. Base hit, 1 run is in. Runner held at third, and they'll be loaded again with nobody out.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good at these. Runner on the go. To the right side, Marte. In plenty of time to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So up next, Pops Peters. He's already homered here in this one. That one is absolutely belted. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Bases loaded, nobody out. Jordan Lawler digs in now. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. That one the other way. Off balance speed, there's 1. And that's all they'll get. Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Merrill on the move to the gap. And that'll do it. So it's no runs. Peters was a big contributor for them in the win. Had 3 hits, 1 of them a homer.
I'll tell you, Boog.
Pops Peters ready to go in this. Back here in the desert, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the DH, Pops Peters. Colin back to work. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. Throw cut off, now to the plate. Doesn't stop, heads for home. And he dives in safely. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Lifted in the air. Lockridge sizes this one up. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 1-1.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice fly, and he gets in the tying run.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Peters launched a homer in his most recent game. And that is out of play. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Ripped on a line. And makes the grab. And the inning is over. One left. Peters extended the hitting streak in this one.
Strong individual day, a team win.
Pops Peters currently on a 10-game hitting streak. Can he keep it going today? So almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Pops Peters. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. The Diamondbacks would get a big boost from a win in this one, so close to the end of the season.
Not much time left in the season now, Boog, and it can be hard to recover mentally when you lose games you should win. They need to limit the mistakes and fight for every run.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one away.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound to pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Next pitch is outside. 2 outs, base is empty. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 2. And there's the strike. Swings through him for the K. And he strikes out the side in the first. Nothing doing there for the Friars. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first. New inning getting started. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Pitch is in there, and that's strike 1. Schwarber was named Player of the Month recently, and that's not the first time that's happened this year. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
When you're winning Player of the Month more than once in the same season, you might be earning some other awards in the offseason. I think he's set up pretty well in the MVP race.
Here's Josh Naylor.
First baseman, number 22, Josh Naylor.
1-0.
Peters, a former Rookie of the Year. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a sinker. That one misses, and it's 3-0.
No strike.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up. Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Man at first, one away, and that just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Next to hit, Stone Garrett. That misses, and that's ball one. Naylor leads off first with 2 down to the inning, and that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Carroll makes the catch, and that is that. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Pops Peters.
Pops Peters.
Waldron back to work. Hit on the ground to the right side. Oh, great grab on the dive. And that's a great play for the out.
Wow. That will be a highlight. That was incredible.
Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. That pitch gets the inside corner. Strike one. Bogarts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter, swings through that one for strike 2. And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. He's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone. Sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Eggy Rosario in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Rosario with a homer in his last game. That's in there. Going to count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jackson Merrill. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Ball, no.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2.
Top of the third, no score. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Makes the catch, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth, a former All-Star, 32 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015.
You know, these Padres, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result. He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
In there at the knees. And a count 1-1.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
On the ground to third, might be 2. Here's Marte for 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning. First and second here, no outs. Fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. He circles the bases. His second homer of this series. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid. Man, I hit the ball hard, but this guy had no problem at all. It was like he was born to do this. Really good piece of hitting, just a sound swing, and he stayed within himself.
Peters back to work. Naylor batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
You know, these Padres being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Man, it's so tough to let a slow curveball like that one just travel all the way into the contact zone. You see it out of the hand, and you're telling yourself, off speed, stay back. But you just get too excited. You think you're going to hammer it, and you still end up way out in front.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swings and misses. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
And there's a curve through for a strike.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Sets him down on strikes. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swings through that one.
Ball.
Swing and a foul straight back. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Got him looking. Now it doesn't strike outs for him in this one.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him up and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution. Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Rosario at first, one gone. And 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Got him swinging. Now a chance for Jake Cronenworth. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because...
Tosses to first, and that is the inning. Make it. And next is the designator, Pops Peters. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
Out number 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, A.J. Puk.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
That one lifted to left. Schwarber settles under it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Peters was fantastic with the bat in this ball game and had a solid showing on the mound too.
Nothing like a two-way player who can perform well on both sides of the ball, Boog. He was really swinging it well, and his pitching was a nice bonus for him.
Peters.